Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of We Need to Talk. Or should we label this as like We Need to Talk reacts? This is all we've been doing, reacting to things. Anyways, today, as usual, the boys have no idea what we're reacting to. We're reacting to America's Next Top Model, but documentary about America's Next Top Model. A little backstory, guys. Tyra Banks is crazy, according to people. So,
They like me some crazy.
America's Next Top Model has had very controversial things happen. So we've had blackface because there was an episode where they had to switch identity. They wanted the models to switch ethnicities, and some white people got some black things, and some black people got some Asian things, and we just switched up ethnicities. So some people had to do some blackface up in there. We've had lots of models come out and say that it was just a very abusive situation, that it was very toxic, that it was very just a bad situation overall. And throughout the years, many of the people involved in the show have also come out. Like 2 people got fired on the show. Miss J and Mr. J got fired. And
I remember Mr. J.
Mm-hmm.
He's the black guy that
Miss J is the black one that used to teach them how to walk. Mm-hmm. And then Mr. J was the one that did the photo shoots. Anyways, they got fired and they were upset, rightfully so, because they were from the beginning, like,
that was cool.
The backbone of like stuff. So, anyways, all of these controversial things came up, and let's just say Tyra just likes to save her ass from all of these things. So I'm not even going to preface it anymore because I would be here all night explaining to you all the things that have happened because there have been so many seasons. There's more than 20 seasons of America's Next Top Model. So, yeah.
Wait, Miss Hay,
so many seasons.
Oh.
And there have been lots of winners. And just to say, a lot of exactly. That's the issue.
Yeah.
That's the issue about some of the things. Some of the winners are still known to this day. They're doing things, have nothing to do with modeling. Some of the winners have come out and say how much they dislike Tyra. So it's just like a...
So there's like an Ellen situation.
Yeah. Woo. This is also like a Diddy situation. We have actually reacted, not a Diddy situation. Let me backtrack that.
Wow.
Let me backtrack that. No. That's not what I meant. I meant as in Diddy situation, as in like the episodes on Netflix. I should have said that so much better. The episodes on Netflix, how you got a bunch of people coming out to the woodworks to talk on the documentary about things, like to comment on it. That is how this is styled.
That's not how he's taking it on.
No, of course. Because I had a Freudian slip, and you just...
Exactly, if it was a Freudian slip.
I'm joking!
No. Exactly, that's the Freudian thing.
I put Freudian in there on purpose?
Yeah.
I don't actually know if Tara was...
Probably
has some abusive situations. It's not like... Because it's modeling, and... You know, there was the forcing people to not be eating food. That was like those reality TV shows like Love Island and all those where they just got the people drunk and starving.
You say what?
0. 0, darling. Play on is fat.
So cute.
Double 0. And going on go-sees, and if you don't come back, blah, 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 blah.
My thing is home.
If they've come up with good pictures. So.
How much is Tyra? She's a 00?
No. She was plus size.
I was just saying, how could a 00 somebody force me to do anything?
No, I think her prime of modeling, when she first started, she would have been a 00.
So there's a 000? And that's just
well,
like nothing.
Now she's there. She's a thick one. Anyways, she never owns up to anything. That's the point.
Of course not. Accountability is the killer of joy.
The trailer of this, and I'm going to show you all the trailer, but the trailer of this, she essentially blames the audience. She said, y'all just kept wanting more episodes, so I just had to bring them out.
Yeah. Illusions of grandeur.
So, I have watched a lot of America's Next Top Model. They have watched very little to none. Who said that we should react to this and have authority to react over it? No one, but we're doing it anyway. So if you have a problem with that, you can comment down below because it's engagement for us. Let's get to it.
Yeah.
It's not Diddy. Oh my gosh. Tiffany, I'm extremely disappointed in you. We were all rooting for you. Do you know that all of America is rooting for you? Do you know that? You come with a defeatist attitude. I don't have a bad attitude. Be quiet, but everybody be quiet. That's what it's on. Stop it! I have never in my life yelled at a girl like this. When my mother yells at this, it's because she loves me. I was rooting for you. We were all rooting. Okay, hold on. Okay. So, when this episode first aired, and Tiffany was like not upset to get sent home, because I feel like Tara just wanted her to be crying and boohooing that she was getting sent home. And when I first watched this episode, I was like, she has a really positive attitude. I like that she's not upset that she's getting sent home. As in, like, you want me to be on national TV crying that I getting sent home? No, I'm gonna be.
Yeah.
I can be like, nah, that's okay. I'm okay. And they even yell at me?
Before you continue, what were they stand out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Anybody that does anything repeatedly usually says,
I've never done this in my life.
I've never done it in my life. Just like, seems a little, you know, incorrect. And so, let's go on there. That's first time ever, right, babe? Yeah.
That was like one of the biggest memes. That wasn't Tiffany, that was Danielle, but okay. Millions of girls just wanted to be on this show. They called Bad Girl Fat. Crazy. Oh.
It's just so cool to me to watch their body showing. Yes. It was so 10,000 girls.
Season 1, when or 2, when Shandy has slept with.
Mm-hmm. Nah.
When Shandy slept with somebody else that wasn't her boyfriend and had a whole crash out. One of my favorite episodes.
Ooh, baby girl. I mean, look at how these people.
Shandy. That was the quick. Ah.
We are actually going to switch your ethnicities. What is happening?
I told you.
Woo.
Y'all are not ready for the drama that used to happen in this show. Oh.
I looking at this, right? This is clearly the law sensationalism that's going on. Or it might not be. However, from what I see, if this was aired today, would they last 20 seasons? That is the question. Because I can't see.
We were living for this. You just got to cut off your hair. If she tell you to cut off your hair, you're cutting off your hair. The makeover episode was it. And then if you get sent home after, you have to shave your head because obviously somebody's still getting eliminated, even if you cut off all your hair. As you saw, the girl had her teeth pulled out and she had a full reconstruction of her teeth because her teeth were disgusting. But Tara thought she was beautiful and that she had talent. But we had to fix that issue.
They paid for it?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Not condoning it, boy.
So we as the audience, people went home bald. People went home with hairstyles that were a hot mess. And then sometimes with tarot mess up and the hair will look stink. And then it'll just be like, what?
Well, the good thing about hair is it grows back. You know, that's the nice thing about hair. It's called hair for a while.
Anyways, we were living for these episodes. We used to watch them get tortured. You have a fear of heights. This season, we're going to do an episode where we're on top of a building and you're going to be dangling off of the roof and you have to take photos. Are you going to cry and piss yourself? Too bad.
Honestly, no. Yeah.
This show wasn't meant to help us. It was meant to break us down. How many people were scared? I always believed that she would have my back. I was ultimately
Correct.
In fact, the Valley J does do
Next to
that.
J.
But no, the format garden thing.
No, I don't. Yes, come on. Read her for Phil. I love that we haven't gotten anywhere on this episode.
Beth Wolf said much. Now it's time.
Oh, brother.
Reality chat.
Still got that pimple.
I have not seen pimple on my face. Leave her alone. 2020, that's not that far enough.
And the world was binging TV. It started to binge. It got so big. I OG, I love, and brought so much joy to so many people. And so much ink. Should be called out years ago. A lot of this generation. Which is and it becomes thing that everybody loves to overnight. Like just a whole different lens. Look how long this is. What I think is important is understand where that came from. Early 2000, very white, very thin, very blonde. Remember when she was still, models look a certain way. How do you tell Betsy? The really secret angles. And tall, white, then there's I remember my very first season in Paris as well, living in like a dorm. It's kind of hard, being new, and all these supermodels there, and you don't really want to accept it. It's kind of amazing. Trying to get to a place where you can pay your bills, and you can be chosen. Okay, no, they're like, oh, we don't want any glass. Oh, your nose is too big. Oh, your nose is full. Some of them are like, oh my god, but okay, what? That hurts deep. I would go home and just feel defeated and just feel like, I was constantly being told, no, you can't do this because you're black. There were not a lot of black models back then. We were being paid so much less just because of the color of our skin, even if it's proven you can sell. There's actually this interview company who's writing Fabrizio Berry photograph. Yes, I saw a Tara Banks in person yesterday.
So, quick question, right? This backstory is very interesting. This is why I find it extremely interesting, right? She was told that she couldn't do it, and she persevered. That's her shtick, right? I persevered to get through. So now, why would I take accountability? Because I know I was always right. Look at me, look, I'm here. So that kind of makes sense. Does it not?
I was bullied, so let me bully some people for years and years and years and years.
I mean, hurt people.
Here.
I don't even think that. I think she kind of deluded. Like, just hear her speak, right? I think she's deluded in the thing that she's not even hurting people. She's helping them. See? Who's the therapist now? Who is the therapist? You get what I'm saying? That really to me adds up why she's like that. Because I think it's not only like she's like hurting people. I think she's just delusional with it to some degree. She's just hearing her speak, right? Just sounds like, yo, I persevered and pushed through against all odds. People was telling me I was wrong. And everybody telling me I'm wrong and they still win. Then, like, I know I'm a long way to my stuff. Then who am I to listen to other people know? You can't tell me.
So I see what you say, like Diddy.
But better.
Yeah, she's the Diddy of older women.
As she was having lunch in the Four Seasons, nobody in the Four Seasons recognized Tara Banks. She had her clothes on.
But I'm not scared of risk at all. I'm not scared to fail. I'm not definitely giving up. I just said, let me just give it my all. At 21, I was already largely happy. Signed a lucrative cover girl contract. It was amazing to see the black women dominating the modeling industry. Supermodel Tyra Banks is the first black woman to appear in the cover picture. We saw Tyra. That was our open door to say that, yes, for you too, this is possible. I started thinking a little differently. Maybe this modeling might be something for me. People say, oh, black girls not going to be successful. You won't get any covers, no this, no that. I proved them all wrong. I wanted to show that beauty is not one thing. And I wanted to take it to the fashion industry. And
She was one of the first people to just be like, yeah, I have a big forehead and I love it.
What if we created a show where you saw what it took to become a model, and for this show to represent not all white, not all skinny, but just showing all the differences and all the different types of beauties. I had a feeling that I was going to change the beauty world. This was my way to get back.
She started out noble.
And
I think that's what
like
she meant.
every
She said, I'm so great.
like every dictator, like every dictator, the noble cause.
Yeah.
I remember getting a call from my agent saying, hey, this is Tyra Banks wants to meet you. Really? I remember that meeting to this day. I walked up there and I thought, it's going to be basically a vanity project for her. She's not going to do any of the work. I mean, she's just a model. She's probably not very bright. I said, look, Tyra, what is it that you want to do? And she said she wants to do a show about modeling. We're making a model. It was a show called American Idol. Kelly Clarkson had won that first season. But I was always curious of, like, what is Kelly doing when she goes home? I want to marry American Idol and the real world and set it in the modeling industry. And I pitched him the idea, and he said, oh, I can make this work. Ken is like one of the godfathers of reality television. I had created a show called Making a Band that followed the journey of people auditioning, then creating this boy band, and seeing if this boy band can succeed. So he explained to me, you can't just be following people, you have to have a format. We had 10 girls living in an apartment. Each week they would be taught modeling skill. Then one model would be sent home. The last model standing would then be named. America's Next Top Model. I knew that one key to the success of the show would be to have really great coaches and judges that popped on TV. And then he said, we need a runway coach. I thought you were going to mention some woman who like ran some modeling school or something. She goes, no, there's this guy named Jay Alexander. He's a 6'5" African American guy. Like, what? I was Jay Alexander. In the catwalk. I don't know how it is. Wow, I guess you're saying what I'm meant to do tonight. He just blew me away. For most models, getting that supermodel try isn't that easy. So we're going to turn to for guidance, Jay Alexander. Mr. Jay taught me how to walk. Tyra said she was 16. She had an idea. I made this next time up. He was the first person I called. Oh my god. He was just this like godfather, mother, diva, extraordinaire. He was the real deal. I cannot my mother's son. What about you? It was great.
His voice has changed so much. And I don't know if it's like a sickness or like smoking or something. It's hurting my heart.
Not gonna lie to you though. This like so hard.
But you know, it's also fun
Like
to
no
me.
calves. Like where are the calves? Like,
Because he's been walking in heels.
So
Slender.
he should technically got
No.
some more calves.
I know another thing that I know find like, is it sexist to say, well, even a man better at walking out? It's like, you know, who do you call when you want the best of something? My mom went, not this woman. Not this. A man. That is so funny to me. It's like 6'5", 196 pounds, black African male.
Everywhere you blink, you see him.
Mutombo is the best. It has to have some irony there. like a Caitlyn Jenner sort of, you know, the best woman of the year, a former man. So there has to be some irony of this. And I just brace like, wow. You just can't write it. But clearly you can write this.
Hold on.
Especially against watching black women in church on Sunday. Because back then, a lot of people were not expressing themselves like he was expressing himself. For real. I knew I was. I knew that he had something special. It's crazy. It's like crazy. Then we said, okay, well, you know, obviously in fashion, the photo shoot is everything. Tyra tapped Jay Manuel, who was her makeup artist. They are photo shoot directors. My phone rang. I picked up on Tyra. She was in LA. So I'm thinking, oh my god, this must be almost 6 a.m. She's like, oh my god, I have this idea. It was the excitement in her voice that I responded to in my teens. You know, most teenagers put music posters on their walls. I had my bedroom wall, all the fashion ads at the time. And it's funny to look back because it was really a vision board. I had done a lot in my career at that point, but I felt like I was always trying to prove myself. Tyler gave me that trust. He was such a visionary, one of the most talented creators ever. I was so grateful for the opportunity to just be me. We were a complete team. We really got this job. Tyra was given pitch meetings at all major studios. We went to NBC, we went to ABC, we went to CBS, we went to Fox. If anyone was going to make the show reality, it was her. We pitched this model reality show everywhere, and there was just no. Networks were turning it down. Door slamming. They were like, oh no, reality? No. There was a stereotype with models.
Models are unsympathetic characters. They are vapid. And that stayed with me and followed me for a very, very long time. And then we'd go to UPN.
Who?
I can guarantee you UPN was the last stop on the pitching train. By far, an absolute dead last place.
Telling me.
To find a hit.
CBC Day.
When Tyler first came in, I thought, okay, vanity pitch.
Let's hear what she has to say. And, move on. I was so nervous because that was the last one. That was it. So I stood up and I started walking like Miss J. Talking like Miss J. Slinky 8, yeah, Slinky 8, yeah, Acting like different characters and unlike anything you have heard. Just saw her face like the very bottom of the mountain with nothing to do with this. We had no idea. Nobody had done a reality show. It was just guessing. But if it did work, we had everything to gain. I was freaking out. If Top Model wasn't picked up, what would I do?
Where would I go? What would I be?
A model. Let's be for real.
A model.
Like,
What?
stop it. This was not your end all be all. This was not the moment that you were gonna lose all of your money. Be so for real.
You just have a magazine. I have a TV show. And so many people are going to see way more of this TV show than your magazine that is closing off.
Somebody pissed you off when she was taking a picture and she said,
what beautiful is. Let's go.
Bet. That's what this was. This was bet. This was not, I want to actually make a reality TV show. This was bet.
It all began a few months ago when we started a process that would change lives. I was looking for America's next top model. So I launched a nationwide search and people sent tapes in from all over the country. Right away, I could see girls with potential. Because I am the true diva. Right from here, morbidly right way.
She hates Tara's guts. She also hates Tara. Hi, Shannon. I hated her. Hated her guts. Oh, Shandy was like season 3, my bad.
I didn't think it was possible because I had like buck teeth, stringy hair. I was a little bit
She's a little bucky now.
I hated
I had a
Shannon.
growth spurt and I was like,
She had this whole episode where she refused. They were doing a lingerie episode, and because of her religion, she refused to wear lingerie. So they brought her a swimsuit, and she put it on.
Was it made a difference?
That was the point. They were like,
she bought a 2-piece.
You made this whole fuss.
Not even a one piece.
It was a 2-piece. It looked exactly like the lingerie. She was just like, it matters because it was lingerie, something that should be at home versus a swimsuit. And they were like, it literally covers the same amount of skin.
But that's the age-old question, though, that men just got for women. Is like, you could be walking on the street and a woman will be covering herself. Oh, I just in a bra panty. And then you go to the beach and it's like, hi.
Because underwear feels more vulnerable. Because they don't necessarily match. They can be granny panties. They can be holy panties. As in panties with holes in them.
And that's what lingerie is. Holy panties.
Lingerie shows off of your
panties. That's what I literally do. Like, yeah. Let me just.
You see, right? I can't defend this because I don't see a difference. Honestly, I don't see a difference. So
okay,
I can't defend this
But you understand.
I understand.
Okay, once you understand.
I feel the way that y'all feel, so that's what I'm saying. I can't argue against y'all because it just like.
I mean, do I think is ridiculous? Certainly. But
I thought that she felt strongly about something, but in my 11, 12-year-old mind, I was like, then why did you wear the swimsuit? Stick to the morals if you stick it to the morals.
yeah, all the way. You know? Give it that dream.
You heard it?
I want to become American supermodel. I'm ready.
That's not even what it was called.
A few pictures. I was so excited.
Mm.
Hello.
Shannon.
Hello.
Shannon, I take it you're a very religious person. Have you always been religious?
Yes, ever since I was little. I was probably saved around the age of 10. But I got
Praise the
stronger
Lord.
over the years. She's, practice makes perfect.
I love Shannon. Super Christian girl. It says in our reputation that you're a virgin.
Yes. Oh gosh, they played that up.
What does that have to do with anything?
Diddy had probably on UPN.
Pounding out of my chest.
Why was that even a
Then
thing?
I got the
That's
call,
crazy.
and Tyra Banks come on the phone, and I about
In her application, it says she's a virgin. What does this have to do with anything?
So now I got ask for you and the audience. So like when y'all walk different, that does is matter being a virgin or not? Like when y'all walk or something.
lost it. You made it on the show.
Well, motherfucker, you aren't Tyra Banks. What do you know?
Hey, let's
Maybe a high man would make it too heavy.
now let me show you. My name is Ebony, and I'm actually originally from Harlem. I know that I'm unique. I knew nothing about modeling, but I knew that my skin was popping and I had a great smile with my diamond. Girl,
I hated Ebony.
that little girl, my things that
That is what.
She
serious.
was so annoying.
But I always had this dream that
She was so annoying.
I
Good to see you here.
beauty salon in Harlem. Women would come into the beauty salon, and my grandma would say, "Oh, let me let you meet my great grandbaby. Her name is Ebony. Tell her she's black again." Here I am in this beauty salon, and the universe just brought all this love. I started to understand the importance of. I always get that something is that whether it's my look, my personality, something is that.
She had very striking, beautiful face. Ebony had a very, very different look. That was a reason why Tyra really wanted her in the show.
I remember walking in there and
Not because she let the black and city black. Okay.
I used to wear that brown catsuit whenever I felt hot. Hey, pretty girls! I was like, I'm gonna change some lives today. The fact that I was the only
God
girl
complex.
in New York, and my name was Ebony.
God
I love
The
it.
next girl that's coming to New York City really doesn't have far to go because she's from New York City, and it's Miss Ebony.
Actually, she is a
Good or bad?
Yeah. She just lost it.
And she pulled it back together real fast. But I remember being in that room and feeling that energy from her. It was beautiful.
When we were casting, we got a lot of pushback from the network. You had one person of a different color, that was their definition of diversity. That was not my definition or Tyra's definition of diversity. We had to do the final casting with the president of Viacom, the parent company of CBS and UPN, a guy named Les Moonves.
That's where you're like, how are the ratings over the other networks? Well, I think we have more new shows that are working than the other guys do. So,
Arguably the most powerful man in Hollywood. We really wanted a Hispanic Latina girl on the show.
His right eye is blinking way more than his left eye.
I have
what the hell? I lost it.
Tyra was arguing with Les to the point it almost got physical.
How dare you have to understand?
You never know.
If you want to
You
talk
just
business,
never know.
let's
Like,
talk business.
More sparkle?
Hold that right now.
That money ain't going anywhere, buddy.
Let's not torpedo the show before we even get it on the air. We had to replace her.
Then we went searching again, and we found Giselle. What?
Don't remember her.
Who? Clarity about her.
Don't remember her at all.
Okay, so with the audition process on that first day,
Don't remember her at all.
So you haven't watched enough, clearly.
So Giselle, If
Apparently, it
this
wasn't
show
memorable.
made you famous, what would you do? Wow, why is this making me emotional now? This is weird. Because the feeling was, oh my god, I made it.
Let's just say
girl,
she
I
didn't
just
win.
was so excited. And I was so happy to feel like you're gonna make it. Like this is something you're gonna be part of something so big. And I was a part of something so big. This girl life on the road. I'm from a small town. I had a dream of modeling. Now I'm living in this New York City apartment with 9 other girls. I have 8 weeks to prove I'm America's Next Top Model. Oh my gosh, Tyra! Take her walk and take pictures. She just moved. Doesn't kind of be on TV. Nobody knew what to expect. Everyone's having everybody's taking a chance. Just walk out of all young people with a dream. We shot that whole thing in a hotel. The girls were living in one room per suite, really. The judging room was in another room. They had acid burn in my stomach because there was just so much to do.
Oh, so we were pretending that was an apartment?
Because we were cameramen short, didn't have a budget. There was this moment. It was just Tyra and I sitting in the control room. And I could see it in her face. She's like, I'm doing
That
this.
pause.
It's surreal.
Yeah. I'm the boss.
Didn't have a lot of experience. Tyra certainly didn't have experience. The show had a lot to prove. There are so many things that it takes to be a top model.
This said it was an apartment and it was a hotel. I'm not past that yet.
Is this a lesson?
Is going to be about establishing
I mean,
a look for
clearly.
yourselves. Challenge. Today we're going to do Dosi. You've got 4 hours to do this. You've got 5 castings. Photo shoot. Today we're doing beauty shots. Smile with your eyes open.
I remember her now.
Judging.
With his
Once a
snake
week,
around her
you'll be
neck.
evaluated. And
Sure. She still wasn't memorable,
whoever's
but
name I call will go
I remember
on
that
and will
picture.
still be in the running to become America's Next Top Model. My gosh, how many times she had to say that? You're still in the running to become America's Next Top Model. Still in the running to become America's. It's still in the running to become America's. It's still in the running.
But you remember you have to do it every week, multiple girls, every time you give out a picture, every time you introduce a show,
The winner will receive a contract with Revlon.
you have to say this so many times.
One of the world's top agencies, Rolina.
It was a prize package that would help them really get a head start into the modeling industry. By the end of the show, we would build the perfect model that could now go out into the real world and try to pursue a modeling career.
If I win this, I can become a supermodel. I was like, this is going to change my life forever.
I'm like questioning, right?
Showing the behind the scenes.
Is that even though you win it and you become a supermodel, like what happened? Like, so the other 7 girls don't ever get a shot at life? They're going like,
No, you go back to what you was doing before.
they're not even.
You go back to what you was doing before.
You're just not good
You
enough.
go back to what you was
Because I
doing before.
know, the American Idol, people that come second and third was like lighting it up in the same world. And they actually had, like, I remember
They
Ruben.
did better.
Ruben, I don't know if he's
There are people that did better.
than the actual winners. So,
And that's what we're going to see later on, that winning didn't do anything for them.
So winning or lose. So win or lose, it just didn't matter.
Something.
He was just a product.
but that there was no boy that came second that actually like got anywhere.
Yeah.
Like, okay, all right, okay.
The season with Eva and Yaya.
Yeah,
Season 12? You got to answer both at the same time. 3, 2,
I'm pretty sure it was
1.
season 2. But
Let's
So
say
not you, Atoria.
Yaya
That
is
was
now
crazy.
an actress. She acts on Chicago Med or something like that. Like those
I'm not
shows.
gonna watch that show. I don't even gonna like attempt.
But she's
Google
been
it
on multiple.
afterwards.
She's been on multiple like TV shows.
Okay,
She
so
was in
I may have seen
she's
her.
been in a movie before. Yeah, so she's an actress now.
She's doing it.
Eva was actually big. She even
Eva Longoria?
no.
Actually. Who doesn't like her? Eva Longoria.
But those two were popular. You see how Shannon is? Shannon came second or third on her season. But the person that won, since she had a beef with Tyra after she won, she kind of got blacklisted.
Oh, wait. I want to see that.
Of what the fashion world was. Most of it is not glamorous at all. You got the air push-up bra, 2 silicone inserts,
Her.
and toilet paper.
Adrian.
You've got enormous chops. Oh my. I was sent here by Tyra Banks to have all the girls with a Brazilian bikini wax. This is gonna go on television?
You're fucking funny. Really, really funny.
Man. I'm really working on Brazil wax. Let me tell you something. They got me good with that. I didn't even know what a Brazil wax was.
I have never, ever, ever done a Brazilian wax again ever in my life. Better be damn supermodel after this. That's all I have to say.
It hurts. Just saying.
This was not just a show
I'll
about
take your word
modeling,
for it.
but it was a Cinderella story.
Hello, everybody.
Men can have Brazilian waxes
It's nice
too.
to see you at the Looking Salon. You guys are already
I
fierce
just
for what I
want
make
to
you.
Brazil about.
Yeah. No one will walk out looking like what they walked in. All right? Deep breath. From day one, I knew that we needed to have a makeover. Shannon, I want to bleach you out more. I want to just brighten you up. We might even add a little bit more hair extensions to thicken you up.
Shut
When
on
you
that
see
beach
this
with
beautiful
cream.
specimen, this beautiful like little fawn, and then
Fawn?
you put her through this process,
What a
and
weird
then she
choice of
turns
words.
into this
Uh,
princess. It also shows possibility.
Absolutely no difference. Before and before.
Before or previously?
Fire.
Giselle Pride.
Giselle wine, Giselle moan, Giselle groan. I can't. Okay.
So you are
That's
made
just
for
the way I had my hair. So I'm kind of concerned about the length.
Don't look so sad. Models are canvases.
Yeah.
They really treated them like canvases, like nothing. That's
No, that was
what was so like
That was so dickish, though.
that's what was so bad to me about all of this. As the seasons went on, even more and more, they really treated those girls like nothing. Like you are here to just be my doll.
But like Rafia said earlier, she started and she brought herself up. She had the opportunity to say, I am going to change everything about the industry that was pulling me down. And what she did, she looked at it and said, you know what?
Double down.
We will double down. We will continue to do exactly what I hated. Again, treat these people like nothing. Again, force them to do everything that I was forced to do. Again, didify it.
But my thing, right? That just remind me of that story, like how this black man that was become free from a slave, and then he was like
become worse.
Become a slave owner, and he was like, hey, this employee tactics that even worse than the previous white slave owners.
And the white slave owners was like, yo, Jamal, slow down. like if I was so bad that they were just like, nah, no way. We are even way. who hell over heels for slavery? No, we can't do that.
That's a little too much.
Yeah, a little too much. It seems like she is that.
That is what she is.
She survived and she thrived, and she just like, oh, I think this is
but she
this way it's supposed to do.
But it's delusional too because she doesn't think that way. She doesn't think like I did anything wrong.
And like you said, no, she got God complex. If you overcome everything, and just like, well, what anybody can tell me.
And then like all the things you're saying. First black woman to be on the cover. First this to this. I opening way for black people. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Yeah,
like, did he fight?
That's alright using that as a verb, no. As a verb, no.
It's similar, you know?
Mm-hmm.
She is not any better.
Oh, I'm actually like, he's so cute. The nature of like he's gay. So just because you have feeling you want to go.
Shannon thought was gay?
Well, I mean, you know what that's the ill. Oh yeah, that's the cheese. So that's silly, and you go back home and you what? Work for birthday. I'm probably a little cheap. A little? I miss cheese. Favorite moments.
He's very dressed for some of the girl.
Very rich. Hey. It's just humor.
The one and the only top one weight trainer. I've known him since I was 17 years old. His name is Jay Alexander.
I want to see how long I too.
Loved Miss J.
That's important. We had this natural banter. Jay loves to do an expression and an eye roll. And I feed into it. Like we literally just fold together like this. Oh, it's crazy. Oh, green. And then support. Because it was like, Like gay wonder twins activate. We were together, so you're like, yeah, yes. Like, again, it sounds ridiculous today, but it was such a different time. Oh, right. Saying, what the hell is this on my screen? Like, how are you like showing this? That's it. So I did. I'm not sure if it's okay if I go and come up with my hour shift today. There's the. Or you should show the first thing Harris says to me. She goes, we see that you're gay. And then you're like, yes, I need to feel enough.
Where?
I would love to see this
Where?
questionnaire that these people fill out.
But no,
I would love to see it.
No, I want to know the mental gymnastics in some people also, because it seemed like if the other girl was like upset at she's sexuality,
She was.
when two of the people
Yes.
that directing everything
Yes.
are just not
Yes.
that but flamboyant. No.
Yes.
Let me finish.
Yes.
Flamboyant, flaming.
You don't understand.
Like, and then she goes at the face of this girl.
I said,
after
you're a lesbian, and I find that offensive.
After a man put on a
you're a lesbian, and I find that offensive.
With heels.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And look at the other girl and say, I find that offensive. Why?
Maybe she didn't say it to her face.
Did no one
in those words
suck her out? Like this should be
because it's reality TV.
Exactly, this should be America's Next Fight Club. But like they should start as modeling and then progressively, as each day go on, you just give people more and more boxing gear. Because everybody was as Ebony. I'd be like, one set. I would have gone, I would have wrapped my hand. She would have watched too, you know. She would have watched me wrap each hand, you know, do the whole wrap, everything. And then and then after that episode, they would have had to hire security. Because they know that security was on this.
This is, you want what's funny, right?
Because I'm in a hotel.
What's funny about this is that America.
I forget. So people.
Cut you off.
Sorry, wait. I don't remember if it's like a fever dream that I'm having, where they used to keep people for some of the beginning seasons. They used to literally keep people in the hotel until the actual filming of the show was done, so that people couldn't.
Yeah, I'm outside there. What's happened?
But
8 weeks.
And then there was one girl. I think she can come on later. She said that she had won, but she couldn't tell her friends and family or no one, because if she had told them, they were going to rewrite the show where she didn't win.
That's
if
crazy.
She told people that she won.
That's crazy.
What were you saying? Sorry.
Oh, you ready for me now?
Yeah.
Alright, one thing I noticed, America is really big on sexuality for whatever reason. Even from like the early 2000s till now. Because everything, you know, like, you know where we are. We have 20, at least 20 new genders. So like back then, we were like, you make all this, are you lesbian? Are you gay? Virgin?
Well, I want to see why was this on the farm?
So what is the big fascination about it?
Because it does draw people in. But I still want to see what the farm is.
Was the farm like, are you straight? Are you gay? And then Shannon went, I'm straight and I'm virgin. Like, did she write it on in other?
And why did, like, that means that she would have had to know that all of this additional information could probably put her over the edge.
Or she probably didn't know what mention.
Because what even mention it?
But which season is Shannon?
This is the first season. This is the first episode.
So they had to just be guessing.
Guessing?
No, the people that sending the information, they just was guessing, like, alright, let me just put saying outlandish that they might bring up on the show. Because you would have known.
But that's insane to take. But even if you put that on, why then, as the host, would you mention it? Like, you could just see it and don't see it. You could just see it and be like, okay, this person put this, blah, blah. But then you see it, I was just like, so, you said you were
a lesbian?
So you're a lesbian?
I see that you're a virgin here.
Nobody ever say anything like, oh, I see that, you know, you're a doctor, or nothing like that. It's just like, so I see you are.
In fact, I'm sure they would have mentioned something like that if they thought it was like, cool.
I see that you're a bilateral penguin. Tell us more.
In further seasons, they actually show the auditioning process. So they do talk to people. Some people, they may look stupid. Some people, they don't make it look stupid, that type of stuff. So as the seasons go on, they show more of the process of the girls and how they get chosen and what goes into the choosing of the models to be on the show, etc., etc. Remember, this is the first season, so they didn't do that.
No feeling. But that's what he said.
Oh, it's the national television. That's not how the world get. And the world hit it. I hope at least they put me to the side and say, how do you want to approach this? They forgot the danger of that. Not a problem. I'm very open about it. I wanted to come out because I wanted other celebrities to do the same. Nice, sweetie. Celebrity? Not celebrity. I'm just happy that they showed me at the party together, smiling and showing the reality. And so, I think it was beautiful to see that on TV. At the time, there was just no clear representation on television. And like, God knows what this was going to look like on TV. And I'm very serious about this. We're in competition. And my plan is to win. There is nothing else but that. Uh-oh, Tyra Bell. One of you will be on the base. Good. William Spell. My explanation. I didn't know who was going to win. I really want this. Ooh, what we gonna cut this week? Shit. Judges could be a little cool. I hate walking into the judging room like, oh my gosh, what are they gonna say to me this time? Almost like you went into another planet because you have so much teeth. If you I'm thinking to myself, which teeth was like this spot? Let's see my teeth. Like, who says that? Unreal. You don't get it. It's kind of like child foster. It's today, I think it's his birthday. So I was extra happy that Sarah was on her birthday. And that's also the football she was. First of all, we're talking about a legitimate, bona fide supermodel who had such a career and been in this industry for quite a long time, making me probably the most opinionated person on the panel. I love Jess. Like, she was very outrageous. This character. This is the worst photograph I've ever seen. Even deranged, and it looks like you have a penis. She has no filter. You have on the side. Set that booty thing. You got to kind of really watch the diet next slice. It's not all about your booty space. It is about the booty too. Let's just call it as it is. Robin, first of all, is too old to be starting. She's not going to be a top model. She's our top model company. Janice offered that very harsh fee. Yeah, I'm not reaction. Where's the little test? Height and weight. I had an eating disorder. Clearly, probably not enough. I don't know. Yeah. It started when I was 14. I got tall, and then all of a sudden, my baby fat was gone. So I was like, wow. What do I have to do to keep this? At one point, I got down to like 114. I think that's when I passed out. And I was like, oh my gosh, I could see it, but still, it was just like this wicked taskmaster constantly telling me I'm thin enough. The pressure that the industry put on you to be a certain size, it's actually quite awful. The full figure market's changing. I'm going to say the exact opposite than what these people in fashion have been telling women for years. To be fair, she did do that. I did a problem with America. I think you have a problem of why women are leaning over the toilet at this very moment and vomiting after they've eaten, or taking laxatives after they've eaten. I thought, oh my god, I love the fact that she's fighting for this. I think she was not just wanting to produce a show, but she was also trying to help us. Tyra was just trying to teach us how to pose in front of the camera, how to walk down the runway. All shots. Come together, girl. I manage it. We pull it together. I'm pulling it together. Okay. Practicing. Practicing something. I'm gonna show her how to walk with confidence. It's like, oh, my god, you're really funny. You see me in the last runway, John.
All those sentences to put together, you're really quite beautiful. It's really odd. See, why right off the ideas in the sentence?
Adrian.
I was devastated.
And then they took it back.
But after the show, Tyra sent me flowers.
Whoa.
The biggest
bouquet of flowers I have ever seen in my life. I came to New York. I called IMG. That was like my dream agency, and they signed me. I was so excited. Oh, you know, I was gonna dream big. Somebody had it positive. She did it. 2 or 3 months after I filmed Top Model, I'm back home in LA, and somebody's like, "Are you on a show or something?" I'm like, "Waiting for what?" There's like a billboard of you in Hollywood. So, it was a huge billboard in downtown LA, and the whole side of the building said America's Next Top Model. I remember saying, "Who's that girl? She's beautiful." You know, oh my god, she's fair. In my heart, I'm scared. That's you. And I was like, "That's me." Oh, come on, girl. Come on. Don't do that. I'm just excited for the show to air because it was something I was so proud of, and I thought was going to catapult me into things. So here I am trying to do my own PR. I made postcards and I put a little picture, headshot on one side, and then the premiere date of America's Next Top Model on UPN, and I mailed it to every manager, every agent. It's going to get discovered, and it's going to be amazing, and I'm going to make it. I'm just funny. Even though we had weeks and weeks doing this, watching it when the world was watching it was a whole different situation. When we were shooting Cycle 1, I had no clue what was going to go on air. The viewing party was at my apartment. Tyra was there. Her mom came. Extremely nervous. Oh my god. Shit, we're still only running 2 minutes. When the episode ended, Tyra immediately went into
my office to the computer.
I know you, right?
Check out the chat.
Somebody come to work with the AOL email. This is insane.
He was freaking
We're
out.
26 days. Do better.
Tyra was nervous. There was a lot riding on her. Networks want ratings. They want things to like resonate. It was very, very intense. My phone.
What is it with these shots of?
I'm a dream. And no one answering. It's really bugging me.
And her husband did believe on his heated album, and she said, "Watched." She hands the phone to Steve. I believe it. Oh, Steve. Oh my gosh. Yep. It's great to be here. On stage, cat fights, and a whole lot of drama. The addictive reality TV hit America's Next Top Model. I remember thinking to myself, this is so much better than I ever could have thought. I am posted on 30 seconds. You're all They said, believe me, I already called it to the TV right now. Okay, these ratings are crazy. I realize. I'm going to something here. I heard of design the program in which models can. It wasn't about overpower quickly there. Right. When the show started to air, it really was shocking. because it wasn't what I thought it was going to be. My face is compliant. Giselle, oh no, I mean, very insecure. It's a great way to push for compliments. In our confessionals, I could feel the push of producers trying to navigate us against each other. You have to be from a side, but we're clean. I'm going to clean this up. I just like you want to do. I'm maturity. I'm not for that. So and so said this about you. Excuse me? Giselle, you worthless. You're so bitchy, stupid. You're worthless. Your parents must be ashamed of you.
Did I have some sort of a black hole moment where I don't remember?
You were young.
Her?
Body. And she's like, Giselle, she's got a white ass.
I honestly probably know that.
He did these clothes. So
They did.
they chose.
They really did.
To put that in there. How I left feeling myself in that moment has stayed with me forever.
You wanna know what happened?
They was talking so much shit with girl.
We became a society that values mental health. Like, our society was still like drink. She was in between stage of like, nah, you feelings never valid. Never been valid. And we can say what we want because we're older. Remember, but that is like that's still our society caring about this. We're still actually there. In this America's next time to some degree. It's not it's a lot better now.
Wow, I haven't seen it in so long. You got so far.
Yeah. See? So like we still stuck there to some degree. Not fully because there you see a changing like however small ripple it is still changing. Right? However, so that's why people like to talk about it or like you can see how that mentally damage. Which is great. That's great to show that they're there. However, in my opinion, right? You know, not some people might call me in the street. Some people might say I'm a victim blamer. Right? Some might say this. I personally
I don't know where he's going with this.
let's say this. You can just leave at any point. Oh, you gonna wait out?
But you want to be
Bitch,
America's Next Top Model.
yeah, but
I want.
Your life could be changed. Remember, Tara was saying this is life changing.
Okay, once again, this is the same thing.
This is money. So I have people that come from like I was about to be homeless.
Yeah.
And this is my one chance to not be homeless.
But everything is
to stop working at that McDonald's and Burger King.
And every sentence with at what cost. And then you just understand that everything in America is we don't care about you. Actually. Even though with all the we care about mental. No, you don't. You don't actually care about anybody. Is what are you willing to do? And then insert whatever it is. So it's like, what are you willing? Are you willing to disown all of your moral fiber to get this? Insert whatever that is. Or are you willing to go through whatever we tell you to go through, just so that you could be this?
If they really care about people, right? Like, imagine when Uber first started. Uber was amazing. It was better than taxis, and then right now it's like worse than taxis. Literally worse than taxis, right? And then to get like a similar experience, you're spending way more. It just shows they actually just don't care. It's all about money. It's have all and that's what it is. Right? Even though so in my opinion, those ladies had a chance to say, nah, you're not talking to me. You can show me some respect and decency and leave. Right? And at least, say that. At least I got the strength to carry. No,
but really, it's signing contract, to be honest.
The contract no matter when it's come to your own respect. So you could say
if you can sue me for millions of dollars.
Yeah, but you could the main contract with that is definition. After I leave, I don't gotta say nothing, but I will voice my you tell me. Say I got a belief that I can't, eat chicken wings on a Thursday. On a Thursday, you as a producer decide, yeah, we can see what you can do. And bring me chicken wings. It is up to me to say no. And then if you push me, it's then up to me to then say, well, I can't.
Selling.
What does happen is that everybody's eating chicken wings. And then everybody's laughing. I say,
because when I was talking about that episode of We Can Dangle You Off a Building, Do You Have a Fair Fight? That was a real episode.
Yeah.
And like, it's just be like, oh, well, if you don't do it, you stand a chance to get eliminated tonight.
Oh yeah.
And it just made people feel like awful.
And once again, your strength of character does decide if you can do it or not. Literally. And if someone come to your workplace,
these people are vulnerable. These people are a mentally vulnerable state. And they're literally just manipulating them.
Exactly. 17, and that's the whole thing. That's the whole thing with this whole Hollywood culture is like you just find these people and you just pick at them. You just make them feel like if they have a chance by making them audition. So you don't even gotta go and try to find these people. Them just come to you. The people that can get manipulated literally just be coming at your doorstep. Be like, oh, so whoever come and even how they just choose. They're not gonna choose the strong-willed person. They can always choose the person that most desperate. It's like, and then like some, but a lot of people understand when you're looking for a host. When you're looking for a host or when you're going to rent, the people that as a whole, as the person that renting out, just choose the person with a child. The person that if you got a child or you got some sort of loved ones, you got to work for that. You got to work for that. You can. I can be like. But if it's this person that, this person is an entrepreneur, just looking for some place, got choices. You don't want them. Nah. You want the person that desperate. The person that can continuously, no matter what, pay that bill. You see them with this. You looking at these people and they're like, oh, no matter what, this girl, whatever I say here, whatever character that she says she got, I get Braxton. Whatever she said, oh, use a this? Not anymore, not after the show. Use a this, and everybody can eat it up and say, whoa, I can't believe that match do this. I can't believe
she was already so willing.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. And then, like, that showed out great as the version and everything, right? And as you said, like, she had this strong religion, like, she's what's got this strong character. And we made her do this. Imagine you. Like, that's like when a man take the slave out, whipping in front of the other slave, like, look, you see what we did to him? All right, just to instill that, like, in my opinion, right, you still have your family character say, nah, I'm not doing anything. Right? Yeah, so I see how far you go. I'm not saying I'm in their shoes. I know what it's to be like, because I want to say, yo, I know how it is to be like to that level of desperate that in terms of you want to lose your home like you did. So that's a whole different kettle of fish, right? We getting a whole different stuff. All I'm saying is you could have done better. Everybody need to accept blame on their part. We can't just say Tyrese the villain and she's the only boy that wrong. No.
Because the people going there does make the show. And if everybody had the strength of characters to just sit down and say, no, that's not worth it.
Exactly.
That is like nobody can do that to me. Like I'm not gonna allow another person. And then but then they can have the mentality of like, if I don't, somebody else can fill my place. And that does then just so like the show just write itself. Like you just get one person and then everybody just destroy their own character because it's like, well, I want this. I know I got to prove that I want this. And that is kind of why Barbados in a good place. Because we just end up not caring. We just be fast to say.
We not fully there, but we
I can't, boss man can tell me so. But we just see America, we see other places that everybody's be fighting and frightened because they know that people just willing to sell their self for that part.
We only got 200. Let me say 300,000. Just to be fair, right? We got 333 million.
Yeah,
it's quite easy to make.
Like by my calculation, that's a 100 times, maybe. Maybe a little more.
Just
the population.
So like for them to get people,
just like 1,000,
and then people still trying to refugee come over there. You get what I'm saying? So like that sense is probably incorrect. It's probably more. Let me be real. But 40 million more. Who knows? But what I'm saying is, everybody got to believe. Exercise yourself. Right? But
she could laugh.
You couldn't leave. I would have thought about the shit too. Where's that? I like that one when we see the beginning. No.
Too long.
Why does the ass have to be so wide? Because I talk to myself, you know? To this day. When I went on that show, I knew people would be against anything that I represent, being a black woman that's gay or whatever it is. But I did think that I would be protected.
Protected by who is the
I
question?
thought the first episode was fabulous. I was so excited to be a role model. And then when I saw it, the makeover, Ebony, this little piece of hair right here, that extra little thing, perfect. That's when I felt the full disappointment of the way I was represented.
Yeah, because I did not like you.
I'm sitting there and I have breathed on the top silence over my head, laughing my hair texture. It was really just frustrating. The people did not have the correct clippers. Everybody basically sat, they didn't know what to do. Breathing a little tongue. Oh, how did they go wrong with a scissor? Should we write her name? I kept thinking this was a test. That at any moment, Mr. J would say, Ella, you're fabulous, you know, or Ella, you handled this well. It'll give me 3 ball spots. Yeah, very useful. It's very saying to an African American woman, go into a salon and to do her hair incorrectly. It's very inappropriate. I'm tired of not having this. She's too fabulous. I don't know that. As I'm trying to figure out how to fix my hair, Tyra calls me, sends the day. This was like the first time we really even had a conversation. She barely spoke to me on the show. So I'm thinking that my sister is going to understand. I thought she was going to say, look, Harlow. And she says, the judges have been talking to me and they've been saying that you have been showing up ashy every day. And I'm blown away. She would say, oh, you're getting a little acne, or, you know, Ebony, you're just a little irritated. I didn't understand why they chose those specific words. But this is a word that's been used in history to make us go less than. But your skin texture, being an African American woman, should be like butter. At the retouching session, your photo was the hardest that we had to do. Am I being treated differently from a black girl? What's happening here? I was like, let me just be quiet. Don't make my skin fabulous. There's grease all over because of her new moisturizing regime. So you put the your stuff on to make sure you like thoroughly clean your hands. Just because it gets on the doorknobs. Because it's slippery. Just because that's all I want. I mean, I know it's a perfect come right.
You brought it up,
so
that you think it is a problem.
Oh my God, there's so much I want to say.
But also, like, think about it. If you're walking around, every single thing you touch is just like greasy and oily.
We understand,
But she is also going through a lot. They don't understand because they're not black.
Yeah.
So it's like both people going through things.
She's very aggressive and very angry.
Oh, they love the bus and I got to go.
Harsh.
Aggressive, angry.
That's not why I didn't like her. She was just annoying. Like her personality was just annoying.
That's funny.
But they just made it about her being black.
Yeah,
I know you see the behind the scenes, though. Like, I feel 80% of this could be solved with assault. 80% of this, though. Actually, I just put hands on somebody.
I was like, the Tyra and the judges aren't going to help me. I know I have to protect myself. But you're forgetting I was in high school 3-4 years ago. And I felt that. I felt that innocence. And I just, oh my God.
What do you think right now?
I actually haven't thought about this in years. And I'm actually going to talk about this, but my heart was breaking as I'm on this national show, thinking that the world would be proud of me. Well, Giselle and Ebony, please stop. Giselle, even as you stand here right now, it's like, where is the self-esteem?
You took it. You took it from her. You literally.
She's telling you, look, here what I get with the mud. What you don't get with the mud? Toe. You crying? Get with the mud.
I was so brokenhearted.
And literally, I wake up the first 1 second, my body just gave out. And I started to cry. And you just feel like, I mean, you are so amazing. And in my mind, I just knew that wasn't true. After the show, I would hear a lot of young girls come up to me and go, oh, I want to give you a hug. My skin is rough like yours.
Oh, damn.
My heart was broken. The agency managers were not interested in having anything to do with me because they just saw reality. I was a girl who had no confidence and who's going to want to hide that girl, who's going to want to side that girl. I told the kids now that I wasn't good enough. I'm not going to make it. I started to think that it really wasn't a model show, that this was really a new way of making TV shows. And I don't think that any of the girls were prepared for what reality was going to become.
They said, yeah, the show is what Survivor was to CBS.
Yeah. Cute. I'm very happy about
It's the most watched show on the network, like by this much.
Yeah. Much to everyone's surprise, it became the breakout show. This show became the water cooler show, where people then went to work the next day and said, oh, did you watch this? Well, you don't have to believe it. It hurts. Still, I'm really weak. I'm really proud of myself. The next American Top is not a plus size model. And Tyra was everywhere. We do another.
You're doing another one.
Oh, we were like, and then my team were telling me, Tyra, this is not normal. You may never be able to repeat the success with anything that you ever do ever again. I was like, just I'm going to do it again.
So you're going to remember that show.
Yes, got picked up for a second season. Our ratings will really skyrocket ratings on UPN. So we'll be back in January.
America's Next Top Model airs Tuesday nights at 9 on UPN, and very soon they'll be in 4G. Oh my God. It's like, we're hit now. Now I got to deliver a second season.
Okay, Shandy.
It never crossed my mind growing up. It wasn't something I aspired to do.
This lady
My
versus
boyfriend at the time, Eric, he's like, you could be a
two
model.
very different
Why couldn't
people.
you be a model?
Yeah, she looked like
Just
she
for
went
watching
through
TV one day,
something
and a
and then
commercial
become
came up
healthy.
about a casting
For the show that I never wrote. Sure, that's good. But on the road to the top, there's cutthroat competition. Okay, let's go. My name is
Mhm.
Jenny. I work at Walgreens. I'm a service clerk. At the casting, I just yelled, I don't want to work at Walgreens anymore. Really loud, like really, really loud. Just screamed it, and I made myself laugh, and everybody else started laughing. Whatever, that was an experience. Okay. Back to our little life in Kansas City. Yeah, they called me at work. I was at Walgreens. They're like, so you made the cut. No idea.
That was not smooth at all. No.
I love this season so much.
Go to the 4th floor. It's a bling bling.
It was so good.
What kind of world up in here? Stake your claim. Tired. Oh, look at this place. Look at the bedroom.
Hated her.
After the success of the first cycle, our budget grew
Thanks.
tremendously. We had our own
I'm glad that this is showing me like the behind the this season people I didn't like.
Sure. Backdrop for the girls, and we had a runway on an aircraft carrier.
I'm not wasting any time. I'm throwing you straight on a runway. No training, no nothing. I want to see.
I loved Mercedes. But her hair started falling out because of the stress.
These boots. Oh, goodness.
She had a sickness.
Yeah, I had no idea how to do a model walk whatsoever. Your runway walk? I've never seen a runway walk that bad in my life.
They got a lot of tattoos now.
She should learn how to walk. And second two, it became sport for Janice to bait Tyler. If the body could just slim down 150 pounds, that would be good. And she could 30 pounds. That would be better. It was definitely you know, you crazy. You go, I know what's getting to her. And I considered myself like besties with Tyra. She spent a lot of time at my house, sleeping over. I'm in LA, I would spend time at her house. You start sharing secrets, you're very much in each other's world. I feel like she knew I'd do anything for her. Let her go. See, it broke my weight because I won that shot. Yes. So I was armed and ready. She was in a portal. No, she does not. Yes, she does. So do you. I was just ready to go back at her. We're talking Silicon Valley at the other end of the table. I felt like I was the it one for the team because she'd been battling time with everybody. I mean, I revered her. Well, stand up. Let's see the girl you're wearing, Janice. Yours is already surgically stitched. A snap with thread instead. I wasn't my best self during the judging. Not nice at all. Honey, look at your face, please. You're dying here, please. Okay. But that was the Janice thing. And to balance her out, we needed Nigel.
Hi, I'm Nigel Barker. I'm going to be a photographer for a fashion shoot.
The network said to me, we need a judge who's a photographer. But this is what we want. Good looking, straight and white.
Of course. You gotta balance it out.
He's got his Sri Lankan, his mom.
He looks white enough. He looks white enough, that's the point.
Gave her the ability to go to the UK, start a completely new life. So perhaps more than other people, we were acutely aware of what fashion and beauty could do. I started modeling in the 80s, and I was surrounded by the world's greatest photographers in fashion. I looked at the industry and I thought, well, if I want to stay here, there's only one side of this camera I need to be on. It's not this side, it's that side.
I remember looking at Ken and being like, I think this is the one.
I had no idea what I was in for.
Come on up, Nigel.
Hi, ladies.
Hi.
How are you?
He's just instantly charismatic.
No, it's just because he's English. That's honestly what it is. I love Nigel. Don't get me wrong. It's literally just because he's English and attractive. That's the only reason he stayed on these seasons that long.
Sexy and very English.
Every single person,
He really wanted to get this.
every single person, all of the girls in love with Nigel. All of them.
It's like, well, the Jays are a hit, but we're not straight, we're not white. I mean, networks are really that
He not white.
They know what they want to see. And
Does he look white?
He ain't Spanish.
I didn't need to be the mean one or the funny one.
Does he look
I would be
white?
the straight man. I can't.
He's like
Luckily, that was my
white,
role on the show.
black version.
Aim for today's shoot.
Me.
Starting with the first major shoot, they were new. Bring in the Adams. All right, guys.
Oh, okay.
There were hundreds of people in this room, and we're just standing butt naked.
You mean you have pants on?
I was nervous, but it was like nervous and excitement all at the same time.
This is giving what you were saying.
Look at my butt. I have a butt. Jenny, did you ever think you could look that
They definitely Photoshop that, but that's okay, girl. I love that for you.
Miss Shandy with that brown hair that just looks like I'm stocking the shelf at Walgreens. We are going to make you a platinum blonde.
I didn't feel really pretty then, even though I was told I was pretty and that I was like the norm for beauty standards, but I didn't feel that way. Everything just looks so good. Everything's come together, and I feel so pretty right now. I finally felt pretty and had some confidence that I didn't have before.
Get women to like feel so ugly. Fashion and makeup. The men is just Man, it's funny with the insecurity and
A
just
lot
like
of these girls
tear big
came from
over
very
this.
difficult family backgrounds who were not supported
No
by their
matter
mom
which
and
walk of
dad.
life, brother.
You heard a lot of those types of stories from girls who came to the show who were not getting validation at home, but they were coming to the show to get validation.
Worst place to get it. From the outside.
I've gone through my life being, the black sheep of the family and not having anyone to talk to or explain my feelings to.
Sure, talk to us. You were wrong with
I
you.
would come the summer after high school ended. I was 18. I packed up 2 suitcases and just bought a plane ticket. Didn't tell my parents I was leaving. And just saw my dad on the way out. He's like, "Where are you going?" I was like, "I'm moving. I'm leaving." He's like, "All right, have a nice life." I was like, "All right, bye."
Did you have
I haven't felt loved by my parents in a long, probably since I was a little kid.
Hi,
Darling.
Hi, how are you?
Finally.
Yes. Psychic intuitive work. This is what we got to find. Susan's a psychic, and we're gonna get the psychic consultation.
You will?
See, I think what's going on with Shandy is Shandy and his family.
That's what I want.
Hey, does anybody hug you?
Nothing.
It's okay, Shandy.
This is bullshit. Sorry. Sorry, bro.
Y'all are only at season 2. Imagine. They just took the stuff off of the questionnaire and really just destroyed these people.
It was heartbreaking. And
You have parents?
I want you to know the story of gone through in their life.
Jack.
Affected your journey here.
Seriously, I've gone more in the past couple weeks than I've grown in the past couple years. And if I go back home, my life, I don't want to go back to life before going. There's always Walgreens. I was saying, no Walgreens for Shandy. Look at that as your past. And look at this
Like you are on time. Oh my god.
I look so fine. Yes, all my feelings are so divine. Top models pack quick on the road, always on. Pack your bags, y'all. You're going to move now.
Did you walk?
Wow. I'm purple.
What did you break?
I was like, okay, let's go. Let's go now.
This is where she's food on mine.
To Milan. The first time.
Yeah, that's Shandy's the person I was talking about that had a boyfriend at Eric at home.
Show became known for.
And she goes and
We try to take
with male models.
places where
And she's had sex with one, and then she's called, and then she's have a whole mental
really
breakdown.
They really
after the episode.
the autonomy with certain things.
Me and my sister were living for this episode.
We went to Verona because I knew we could get the location.
It was so good.
I just had this
She had
vision
a
of this
full
strong
mental
editorial.
What is it? A full mental breakdown? Like she would not stop praying.
Steps.
The best thing.
Finest dream.
Shandy looked awesome. The hair, the glasses, the gown. Shandy, she looks like she's an Italian buff. Hands down, baby. I don't know how she came from Walgreens to this. That's where they all come from. Walgreens and Dairy Queen. Shandy completely blew me away.
This is perfection personified. I'm crazy about it.
And you know what? Your long limbs really work very well.
The photographer gave notes in every line. Not only were you his hands down favorite girl, yours were some of the best photographs he's taken all year.
Well, once I started hearing feedback from the judges on the photos, I was like, wow, I actually have a chance to win this whole thing. Cool.
Second. Love you, money. Second. Second.
Remember you should have a mental breakdown.
Did you want to win it all? I did until
You had the mental breakdown.
what happened in Milan. Then I didn't care.
Ooh, girl.
When we first got there, they said you're gonna go to a bunch of ghosties.
Oh.
No.
This is how you'll be getting around Milan. Now come and choose your driver.
I was like, that sounds really fun.
Usually does. Usually does.
That was all day long. It took all day long. And then we went back to our little house that we were staying at. And I don't remember who said it, but somebody was like, how would you guys feel about having the guys that were on the mopeds come by?
and have dinner with you guys, and like we'll have some wine and stuff. I was like, yeah, that sounds fun. We're just excited just like to have a night. And we were just like talking, drinking. Chilling. I don't think I'd eaten anything at all or had any sleep. I remember getting in the hot tub. I remember April Mercedes getting in the hot tub. And then I just remember the guy looking at me, and I looked at him, and I was pretty drunk at that point. Everything kind of after that is just a blur. All I remember is just like remember him on top of me. I was blacked out.
No one did anything to stop it.
So she was raped on TV? What the Ross?
Well, it wasn't put out like that. It was Shandy had a fun time and she was just kissing. So in the episode with the girls, they're like, oh, we just look over and we see Shandy and we're like, oh, Shandy, I don't know what you're doing. Maybe you shouldn't be doing this. So how she's saying it on this versus how it was shown, completely different. They were like, oh, I'm going to get out of the jacuzzi now. Shandy, do you want to come? And the confessionals, they're like, oh, well, we know that she had a boyfriend. And we were like, oh, well, she's getting all cozy with whatever his name is. And then Yolanda stayed in the hot tub, I think, because Yolanda didn't have a boyfriend. So she was making out with the other guy. And Shandy stayed in the hot tub and was making out with the guy that she was with. And then both of them went back to the room and just had sex with the man. With the men. Two different men.
Oh.
What is wrong with me today, guys? Two different men.
It's a long day.
And then she had a mental breakdown, and it was the most iconic thing on TV at the time. And I was living for it. We did not know that it was this.
I see. And this is where I still think that Tyra still gets some validation because she said at the beginning, y'all was living for it. Yeah. The audience was living for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They were.
And that's a problem.
Yeah.
But she also twisted the truth.
She did. She did.
So to say that they were living for it, if you actually told what the truth was,
but you feel that I'm not.
Yeah.
To some degree.
I would have been like,
yeah. If you hear, yo, she get raped, I mean, that is the 4 different contexts. I mean, the only person that get raped for so long is our cat. I just say,
come on, nah. More Bill Cosby.
No. What I mean is people literally knew. The bulldogs that had stopped and stuck back, and he was not in jail. Everyone knew it, but he signed too well. My mind is telling me no. My body, I just body is telling me yes. Right?
Say bye.
Only person that everyone knew, I was like, nah, he's not guilty. Everybody else would have just gone off.
Yeah, when a black man got a real good at something, he's been on my path.
He was.
No, he wasn't really good at something. OJ.
Just manipulating.
Did he wasn't good at being? Did he?
Manipulating, yeah.
Yeah, but we didn't get your pass.
We didn't really get pass, we didn't know.
That was getting him pass because he was having all the parties. People got coming to the parties.
No, I mean John Public. John Public just give because we just get our cat. A lot of people get our cat.
People in Barbados knew and they were like, "Ooh, did he party?"
No.
I don't. Did he was an open secret? Like everybody, I know everyone's like, nah. Did he?
But not.
Y'all are really contradicting.
Okay, but get away with it. We mean as in literally the public like.
He's still getting away with it now.
Yeah, did he? He only got 50 months. But to be, what I mean is open secret to celebrities. I didn't really know the extent of what he was doing. Like I didn't know this man had 1,000 bottles of Astro Glide and Vaseline. This
raw episode.
This man has never. But what I was saying, right? Like no one knew that. Let's be real.
Right?
Right? We know R. Kelly was peeing on people. The man had videos. And that's my opinion. It was like, no. But he's the only body that got away with that. What I'm saying is, if they had showed us it as it, she gets actually assaulted or raped, I think it would have been a different story.
I have little belief in the American system.
And
I really don't think about it. Not at this stage where television was.
But there was only 2 seasons in. It would be a real backlash.
A more difficult territory is Shandy.
Okay.
You remember the story with Shandy?
No.
No.
Of course.
No.
Of course you can remember. Alright. Alright, Tara. That's crazy. I need to actually see more. No, but we certainly have to finish this. Cause
Yep.
Tara.
Thoughts so far, guys?
I believe we said everything that we could have said about it.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Well, it's a mismatch. I think Tyra has some validity in what she thinks in her head.
Yes.
What she thinks in her head, I can understand why she might think what she thinks.
Fair.
Overall, though, come on, Tyra, man. You shouldn't be taking what you're taking. Like, you shouldn't be.
She brought down barriers. She made this. She was like, oh, well, she shouldn't. Women say, oh, she's 150 pounds. She said, just what about this 30 pounds? Oh, that's better, she tried somewhere in there.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So she wasn't all evil. But
yeah. I think Tyra, because when we see more, when we comment on more, and when we show more, but right now, how we see these first beginning seasons is somebody that overcame a lot. And then told themselves,
She about to tell Shandy that was your fault.
I could be. Yeah. No, we all know that. We can say that as Shandy's fault. Because she can come out here with probably like, oh, she's an adult, and adults should make adult decisions, and nobody is in control of how much you drink and what you do, and that is up to you.
No,
I believe that's what she going. Like, that's probably
not forcing that situation.
Yeah.
She didn't even have to hang with the guys. She said, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, once again, this is where some level of accountability does come into play.
Yeah, for sure.
But at the same time, you are setting up America's next top model to be something that this hasn't. I have seen little to no modeling.
That's just we're not watching the episodes.
But no, even with the episodes, I mean, like, in comparison to everything that happening, like, modeling seemed like it's a backseat to whatever the rest of this garbage is.
This documentary is focusing on the bad. There was a
what good?
It was good.
But that with a bald head.
but that's the point I try to make. Like you doing the show. You are the producer of the show. You see all these things, and you got a timeline to deliver. Even Ebony, it was how she said when she watched it, she didn't feel like this was giving good representation. Exactly, and why wasn't it if the whole thing was about modeling?
Yeah,
because it become about this
because you need some part of that for TV.
And
you gotta keep people watching.
And that is the unfortunateness of this whole thing.
Negativity is right.
Because it's like Tyra see this, I was just like, well, this is the industry. I go and make it seem like if I defending these girls. And then guess what? When it actually
she was making it seem. I think she actually was.
And she was really defending these girls.
No, don't say like that. I think she was. Was she also doing bad? Yes, but I think she was actually defending the girls. Like some of the stuff actually upset her.
You know what I feel?
Yeah, she was actually trying, but she actually failed. Like
she did.
Yeah, she just failed.
But let's not say that she wasn't trying. I think she genuinely went in with some of the things and was like, okay, I wish this wasn't like this, but then there were lots of other things that she just doubled on.
So, alright, so you, from watching it, right, just asking, you would say that the things that she was in with, she slowly started to lose track of. So then she, instead of becoming like instead of making the industry better,
started
she
to
become
get the
more
fame
like more
as
of the
the-
industry
yeah.
itself.
Mhm.
Okay, so she just lost everything. All right, can't wait to see more. All right, Tara.
So basically, this has all come back to that one thing.
Let's
The Dark
wait
Knight.
and see. Let's wait and see. So, thank you so much for watching, guys. We'll chat back in with episode 2 and then episode 3, hopefully.
How much? Ah.
It's 3 episodes, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways,